evening, kiddies. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you in some strange, deep, dark way that only your mother will notice at Thanksgiving dinner. You're going to show up with a bow tie and fez on, aren't you? And you're going to try to cut the turkey with a sonic screwdriver. Oh, well. Not a whole lot of news coming off the set again. Once again, they are really, really, really clamping down this year. A lot of people call me crazy, but I'm like, I have an eerie feeling it has a lot to do with Moffat wanting his last series to go, rather unspoiled. There's been rumor upon rumor upon rumor. The latest big ones now are the quote-unquote Matt Smith and Clara now are returning. I'm like, oh, I don't put it past them because only modern era companions get to return anymore. But okay. That's just me being a bitter old classic fan, wondering why the hell that they haven't made arrangements to at least get Carol Ann Ford and William Russell back on the show at least once. Okay? Because here's two iconic figures that are not going to be around forever. Especially William Russell, who just turned 92 this past week. All right? Let's get him on the freaking show. Come on, one more time. Even if it's just a brief, hey there, hi there, ho there. But okay, enough of me. Let's get on to what we do have. Let's take a look at what's going on. Here's what's happening. All right, moving on. Okay, Radio Times features interview with Peter Capaldi. In the latest issue of the Radio Times, which is going to be out today. Well, it should already be out because I'm 5 hours behind what's going on over there across the pond. It's an interview with Peter Capaldi that leads up to this year's Christmas special, The Return of Dr. Mysterio. The interview covers a variety of his views, including being an older doctor, how he sees the character. And the only thing about Doctor Who is the constitution of the audience. It covers a huge age range. So you have to entertain little kids and you have to entertain hipsters and students and middle-aged men who should know better. So sometimes there's a kind of metaphysical and intellectual aspect to it, which is more to the fore than other times. But generally, we just blow up monsters. There are some moments when you feel that's a little bit silly or that's a bit mawkish or whatever, but then you realize that's for children. You would be a fool not to play to them because it's their show. Here's the cover right here, and what I love about Radio Times, not Radio Times, this is Doctor News. See, they always have a really, really good high-res version of it, so go snatch that. Also, the magazine features a competition to win a piece of artwork below, taken from their Capaldi photo shoot. Readers will need to answer 4 questions, and the first appearing in this week's and the rest over the next 3 new consecutive issues. So if you want this, here you go, man. I see nice, really good picture there. I thought that's really awesome. But here's another thing. Evening Times covered a little bit more into it. They have, all right, let me get down here where it says, all right, let's go, boom, boom, boom. Now, he told the Radio Times, I found it hard at first. You walk on stage and it makes people go crazy, but not because you're me. It's because you're Doctor Who. When you see little kids, that's fantastic. A wee bit like being a mythical character like the Wizard of Oz or Santa Claus. And at 58, Capaldi is one of the oldest actors to take on the role in its 53-year history, following the energetic performances given by Matt Smith and David Tennant. He told the magazine the Doctor's age changes were crucial in making him accessible to all audiences. He said, the doctors I grew up with were not young. To me, Doctor Who was not a young man. Ironically, I'm older than any of those, except for William Hartnell. The thing about Doctor Who is the constitution of the audience. It covers a huge age range, and we go to that part right here we just read. But let's skip down a little bit past that. Okay, you may even see further changes as lead writer and executive producer Stephen Moffat is replaced by Broadchurch creator Chris Chibnall in 2018. He goes, he's really not human at all. What you see is what he is chosen to present because that's the only way the humans can understand him and what he is. The truth is he comprehends it too much. His problem is that he sort of knows everything, and that makes life quite hard. And you can read the full interview in this week's Radio Times. But here's where we get to this thing. Get ready for this. They also added this little bit right here in the Huffington Post. I'm sure he gets the Guardian. That's how he seems to me. He's always been someone who gets the Guardian. There are some parts of the universe where it's harder to get a hold of. It's all right. it's not. It's one of the nice things about the show. It's not encouraged in the publicity, but it's quite sad. This death motif. A lot of the young people who I meet who love it, they tend to feel slightly outside and not part of the gang. In a way, it's a show for not so cool people, or the not cool people, which now has suddenly become for cool people as well. People's relationship with the show is very personal. But get ready for this. This is where a lot of this horseshit started. Um, it's been a year since Peter Capaldi last appeared as a doctor on screen, and he'll be joined this Christmas by Matt Lucas as Narda. Narda. Oh, sorry. I can't get tired of saying it. Narda. And perhaps some familiar villains, and very possibly a cameo return by Jenna Coleman as Clara Oswald, his erstwhile companion. Wrong. This right here is speculation. There is nothing to back this up at all. But now that it's hit the print, now that it's hit the net. Oh, by the way, here's another version of that cover if you want to check that out. It's running around like wildfire, just like the Matt Smith rumor. Because I have not yet seen one person present me one document or even so much as an inside reliable source who said, oh, look, there's Matt Smith, other than he was apparently sighted on filming. But you got to remember, it was how many feet away, how many yards away. And, like I said, a lot of the sites are private locations. Somebody said they're not. I said, yes, they are. If they don't want you on that site, you're not going on that site. I think the only person who's made it on site is, of course, Adam Morford. But even, he's giving a few details here and there where he's allowed to, because I think they've even told him, look, shut it. We're keeping stuff secret. But, hopefully we'll hear Adam's view on that. Keep an eye out for him on Twitter, Facebook, and whatnot. Adam and I follow each other. He's a pretty cool guy. Okay, now this one's over on Facebook, but Big Finish put this out. Hey, we turned out the lights. Now, a lot of you folks who listen to Big Finish audio, you remember the classic Doctor New Monster range, where you have, classic doctors coming up against monsters that were introduced in the new series post-2005. And this time, the fourth Doctor is going to be taking on the Vashta Narada. You heard me right. The Vashta freaking Narada. And I am looking forward to this story. I really, really, really am. Because it just sounds amazing, because I can't wait to hear, how Tom Baker's Doctor deals with this particular threat. Okay, Dr. Mysterio, Power of the Daleks, is coming to iview, Australia. ABC Australia have announced that the Doctor Christmas special, Return to Dr. Mysterio, and the animated series of Doctor Who, The Power of the Daleks, will be fast-tracked to ABC iView early on Boxing Day morning, immediately after the BBC broadcast of the Christmas special. The Return to Dr. Mysterio will then screen on ABC and ABC ME at 7:30 p.m. on Boxing Day evening. Now, written by Steve Moffat, The Return of Dr. We already know this. Hey. But the new journalist character will be played by Charity Wakefield from Wolf Hall, the player, and a superhero will save New York from a deadly alien threat, quote unquote. The 1 hour special also features the return of Justin Chatwin as Grant the superhero, Adatom Eden as Lucifer, and Alexander Jovanovic and Logan Hoffman. So there you go, wham bam, thinking, man, there's a little bit more here about the Power of the Daleks. I'm literally looking forward to the color release of that, because I'm kind of, even though I think it'll lose its nostalgia a bit, because we're used to seeing it in black and white, with it having been a black and white episode. The folks who've seen the Telesnaps version, it's going to be kind of weird seeing it in color, but oh well. New 9th and 10th Doctor Comics is out this week. And let's see. And here we go. 9th Doctor number 7, 10th Doctor 2.16. And they'll be out actually tomorrow. All right. So there you go. All right. BBC 3. This is for class. Here's an episode 7 preview. If you wish to watch it, as usual, link will be below in the description box with all other articles on this broadcast. And lastly, for today, here's some pictures that Doctor Who News has from the upcoming episode, which is called The Metaphysical Engine, or What Quill Did. This is episode 7, and then there'll be episode 8, and that is it for class for this series. The problem is this. The views have not been good. They are leaving it up for quote-unquote 11 months. It will not air on BBC America till when Doctor Who comes back in the spring, which to me was a bad move, because if the views don't go up and it does not score well, and come on, it's going to be sitting online in various modes all that time till spring. You know, if things don't improve, Series 2 ain't going to happen for this series, I tell you right now. So, you know, I played a thing for you where they actually went over the views, and it's not good. It's not even making the top 50. So, okay, so I hate to end on a down note like that, but Death Moon 5 is on the way. I'm going to try to have lines out sometime this weekend. It's just they've been working us a lot of long hours, and I'm spending time trying to get, you know, Death Moon 5 written between doing Pappy's Guide, which there's a lot of people who happen to like it. I can't believe this one guy came on the one and said, get ready, this was his quote. This was his comment. This sucked ass. And I called him on it. I'm like, wow, 3 whole syllables. Did you write that yourself or did your mother help you? And he went off on this rant about sound quality and all that. Meanwhile, I went to his channel. It's a shaving channel, and he's on a freaking iPhone in his bathroom. And I'm like, so let me get this straight. My Nessie Blue has shitty audio quality, yet your iPhone in the bathroom sounds better. I hate to do that to people, but if you're going to be a smartass, expect to get called on it. I'm not kidding. Ugh. Okay, well, guys, until next time, take care. Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving, because I probably won't have a chance to broadcast tomorrow night, and I'll be going to face the relative on Thursday. So, ta-ta.